All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let's do this. We will let's get this up. Let me get out of this as well. Let's let those disappear. And then I need this. All right. Perfect. Sweet. But we should be good. It's like we're opening relatively close to close yesterday, which is pretty good. Something like SPY. As much as I love longs, might be in kind of a weird spot for it today. I don't mind something like this. I can more be worried about that though. Morning, Chris. How are you, man? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna throw that there. We will see. IWM is up quite a bit. Already hit supply there. Jimmy, good morning. How are you, man? We could look for something down here, maybe. See if that comes down. Marisha, good morning. Neil Stroke. No, we'll do stocks and options on here. If you're part of Freedom Team Mentorship, we do futures lives on Tuesday, Thursday in there. But on the YouTube, we'll only do the stocks and options. Quessy, good morning. How are you? Looks like Amazon right about off of that. No worries. Huh. Love that. Weird. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Garen, good morning. How are you? I just don't know. Guess maybe on the 2 hour that hit, but don't love this. There's definitely something there. We'd have to see how it opens though. Can you light a fire under Mara? I wish, man. I wish I had that power, but I don't. Are you in a Mara swing or something? All's good with me, man. Appreciate that. Man, Apple's been so hard to trade recently. I don't even know if I really want to look at it. We'll have... We have supply up here. Be tempted to find a reaction off of that. I'll throw Qs and TLM here. But that all depends on where we open. Morning, Adam. Sir, before John. Oh, did John post he posted something about more? Oh yeah, liking Mara here. Looks like John got in at 1598. What'd you get in at? Just kind of curious to see your trade. Microsoft. A little bearish ever since the earnings, but I blow my nose real quick. Hold on. Make sure I remember to unmute my mic this time. All right. Yeah, apologies about that. Allergies are kicking my ass this morning. I guess Microsoft, we could... I don't really want to be bearish on Microsoft, but it has been bearish the past few days. I mean, depending on the gap up, we could look for longs. But either way, we'll have supply in the way. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. If it gives us a good setup, it might not be a bad idea. PLTR. I mean, at this point, I feel like you could buy calls and probably win, but it actually looks pretty decent for TLM. Goog. Nice rip in the morning yesterday. Unfortunately, dropped down the rest of the day. Looks like we're opening pretty low. Do have some highs to break in here. A little bit of supply in the way, though. I don't love that. Yeah, I don't love that. I'm not going to have anything down here to bounce off. I mean, we'll obviously have demand here. But we haven't come down to that yet. We broke. Yeah, that's not my favorite thing in the world. Also looks pretty short there from that point of view. Let's keep an eye on that one. I don't really want to short it, but I'm curious if it does end up pushing down. AMD dropped a ton last night, which sucks. We're going to be opening inside a 30-minute demand. There's our close there. So see what that does. I've been getting a fair amount of recoveries. I was looking for hood play yesterday. Would have been more of a swing, but we didn't quite get down to where I wanted to. We'll have demand create on hood yesterday. It's gonna be tough with this whole thing in the way, though. That'll make it a little difficult. Don't hate it though. Coin is now about the most bearish thing on the market. I think it might have overtaken Apple. Okay, so we definitely have some supply here. So keep that in mind. Shorts wouldn't be bad there. Should look. Coin has had a lot of demand over here though. Looks like that demand already got hit. We don't really have demand for a while. Until it go down there. It's like Nvidia. We're gonna gap down a little bit. We did bounce from supply there. Break of this low could be good for shorts. Just again, I don't know if I really want to short Nvidia of all things. But that is the play that's set up. Let's see, Meta. Still in that demand here. I don't like how long we've spent in it though. Even draw on the 1 hour. It's a lot of time spent inside. I also didn't make a new low here. Don't love that. So it won't really give us a break anywhere. Yeah, I just feel like we spent too much time down there. I would like to see us make a new low and then look for a break, if anything. Didn't bounce off supply there. I mean, a lot of stuff is like right there for good opportunities. We're just missing like one piece. So TSM will have demand down there. We're obviously gapping down. So we got some supply up here. Looks like on the off of this and push lower. So depending on how that looks. For a pullback on this. Maybe to go lower. Oracle. Don't really hit demand. I mean, we hit the wick and push up. That one's a little tough. Could see if we come down to demand off the gap up. Get a bounce to the upside there. That's always an option as well. Rather than working all the way down here. Morning, John. How are you, man? That could be good. Man, John, I felt like we had some good plays yesterday. It just did not go our way at all. MU, this would be This would be tough. Could play TLM, but been definitely more bearish. So I'm not sure I'd want to play that. A lot of things I just want to keep an eye on. AVGO hit. Man, that's a weird supply. It's huge with that wick. Break there. Which makes some sense structurally, not the most. We could also just keep an eye on something like this. Has been a little more bullish recently. But again, if we set up shorts, a little bit of demand there on SoFi. Not really day trading that, but man, HIMS had such a good recovery yesterday and then just came all the way back. So that sucks. Definitely sucks. Kind of potential for TLM. Not too into that structure though. Tesla. Left some demand in this area. Getting a little more bullish, or more bearish, sorry. Kind of in a balance though. Pretty wide balance, actually. Morning, Ernie. How are you? Have Tesla on your demand list? Yeah. I like that 45-minute. Definitely need a break of some sort of high, but didn't Shop have earnings this morning? 147. Wow. Wow. Visa's down pretty bad. Decent structure though off a 1 hour here. Break above that could be good. I wouldn't say super bearish recently. Definitely more of a chop. Don't know if I'd love just a break here. Wouldn't be terrible. Oops. Wouldn't be terrible. This will be supply. So we'd probably look for a break of this high and then a retrace off of that. I don't hate it. Difference between AMD. Yeah, I know. I do know, man. I got like 18 freaking updates from Robinhood last night about AMD dropping overnight, which was just fantastic. Roblox, I guess, could be good if we get down to demand. We have some highs to break. So I wouldn't mind that. Nothing really on Uber. We kind of broke through demand. I don't know if I want to mess with that. And looks like Boeing here. Nothing really. So where Mars at 1556. Where did John, what'd you get in on this? 1598? Yeah, 1598. See if that continues pushing up. Do have demand here. It's a pretty solid bounce. Doesn't look like it really was off anything though. That was a good bounce though. I wish you had more of a clear demand here. That'd have been nice. Nothing there I'm in love with though. All right. Let's... A lot of stuff we're watching today. So it's going to move a little fast. We'll try to keep an eye on everything. Let me make sure as well. Yeah, okay. Man, compared to like when I first started trading and I like didn't have anything invested to now, the days when the market goes up, you feel so good about yourself, but the days it goes down, man, you lose so much money in a day. It's crazy. Where's this? Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. See Qs. Yeah, so Qs we need a little bit of a push down and start to make our way back up. Same thing on PLTR. We'll see where that goes. It looks like AMD is going to open below that demand. Keep an eye on it. I felt yesterday on AMD very sad. Yeah. Yep. HUD, we'll see what that does. See where Nvidia goes. Oracle's not really gapping up anymore. Again, we bounced off the... I just don't know. Gonna be in supply as well. Yeah, it's gonna be... I don't love that as much. Tesla, Visa, Roblox could all be good. I guess on IWM, if we play off of that, make our way down, break highs. So we'd probably break through that supply as well. that. I mean, we also did bounce off. I don't know if I'd love to consider that demand. IWM's a weird one. That's why it's on the secondary. Don't know about this. Could see a reaction off demand here. This on 45. Probably better just on the 2. I'd like to short it down to here as well. Actually, I like this a little more than I thought I did. They're so bullish after earnings. Maybe we come back down though. Maybe we do. Let's see what Goog does. Meta, I don't feel great about. All right, we are open. See what everything starts to do. Keys does end up opening here. We still need it to move down. So we're not going to have, there's no supply or demand zone there. PLTR, the same thing. Apple's moving up. AMD does end up opening below that demand. We will have demand here. Pretty small demand, but Hood hits demand. See if that goes up. Microsoft hits supply. Let me just make sure there's no, okay, so we didn't bounce off anything there. We'll look for some structure there. Jay, good morning. Techira? No, the market just opened, so I haven't placed any trades. Microsoft, good reaction off supply. See where that goes. Tesla hit demand nicely. It's one to watch. Not a great break on Visa. Roblox kind of pumped. A lot of things moving up here. PLTR's pushing, Apple's pushing. AMD off demand, right off that demand, actually. I think Tesla longs I'm interested in. AMD longs. Microsoft shorts. Microsoft, I need to pull back though. Kind of don't hate AMD just like this. It's pretty quick, but don't hate that. Do not hate that. See if that candle closes above. Not a great close. On the 2, not bad. What would that be? Tesla and a retrace. I like that as well. A Woods, good morning. How are you? AMD moving back down. That does. Jay Grooms, good morning, man. For it to be considered supply, doesn't need to be 2 red candles. Second candle be engulfing. No. In the second candle, you just want it to be a fast move. The first candle's typically just going to be consolidation, though. Call me TT. Okay. Apple going to correct real soon. I don't know, man. Apple's such a weird one. Apple's been all over the place. I feel like you never know what that thing's going to do. Should we take a short Apple soon? I think good. Apple is bearish. Goog TLM. Goog TLM. They already went though. Already went. Should be locked up. Yeah. QQQ is not loading for me. See if we get that pullback on Tesla. That could be good. AMD pushing lower. What I was concerned with. See if that hits the retrace and continues. That could be good. Oh, Microsoft just fell off.
I was almost tempted to just like do this on Microsoft. Something like that. But it just felt so fast. Apple not really off anything. It's a little weird. Hood looks like it's gonna go. Yeah, it just went below that demand. I'll have another one down here. See if that gets hit. Coin. Not much. Nvidia. Yeah, as much as I wouldn't want to short Nvidia, play like that is tempting. Don't know if Tesla will come down. Visa gets a good break. Roblox not off anything. Did hit supply as well. So I'd be surprised to see that drop. Oracle pushing down. I don't like the two taps of this, but it's not a bad setup by any means. TLM on Qs is probably dead. See where AMD goes. Would you be considered supply needs some sort of consolidation? Yeah, typically that candle before the big move will have consolidation. I mean, you don't necessarily need to see it, but Amazon already tapped supply. I don't like about Goog is we have supply in the way here. Otherwise, it's a really good setup. AVGO gets above that. Still looking down though. AMD looks like it's going to fall off. That's why I want to be patient on that one. Microsoft pushing down more. Hood hits demand. Big problem here, we just don't really have anything to break. We have to break highs up here. So that one would take a while. Visa gets a good push up. Yeah, since PLTR and Qs aren't really off anything, I'm going to take those off. Tesla on a retrace there. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, AMD is just going to keep, looks like it's going to keep going down. Unfortunate. What's Boeing doing? There wasn't really any setups on it, so. Video shorts might end up looking real good. You're not using RSI and MACD because I don't need to overcomplicate it. No need. I think AMD probably better off waiting until that second break happens, see if you can get something there. You have more than enough room to go up, obviously. Even if you want to target up here, it's not insane. When you drop off like that, you need to see a little more structure up. Is this demand? It is. So we really need to break that before we considered Oracle. Apple's not going to have anything, so it's just flying. Hood, I would be interested up there. Coin needs to keep pushing up. Visa, we need more of a break. Roblox won't have anything. We're looking for demand bounce there. IWM, I don't think. Technically are still in supply there. A move like, sounds like on the lower. Need a break of that low. Yeah, Gook rejected that supply pretty hard. Glad we stay away from Meta. TSM structure doesn't look bad. Doesn't look great either. I don't think MU is going to have anything today. AVGO might. I see Tesla just went. And we do break supply, which is good. But it's just going to be such a big retrace now. The trade's going to end up taking way longer. No trades yet. So video setup's good. I really don't want to short it. It's kind of my big problem here. Demand's already been hit. And now Oracle bounces from demand there. I have Boeing on the watch list. I'm not watching it today, but I have it on my list. I do trade it. Has really bad spreads though, which I don't love. I really don't like meta structure here. TSM gets a really good push up. Just nice. We couldn't really target past here. So we don't have a ton of room to work with. Man, Tesla just took off, dude. Jeez. MD's turning around. We'll see what that does. I mean, Oracle's at that retracement area, but that reaction off demand would make me a little worried. It's always tough when you're kind of between two areas like that. Yeah, the spreads are pretty bad, unfortunately. It's a good stock to trade. It's just spreads are the only downfall. Microsoft didn't really break that as much as I'd want it to. Hood can get that good push up. Really be into that. I don't think Coin even knows what a green candle is anymore. Yeah, Visa's in a weird place as well. Amazon still needs to break a lows. TSM not get above highs. Apple always presents new stuff in September. Some reason Apple make a mess until big reveal. Yeah, that's fair. See if Tesla comes back down. Visa's tempting. AMD actually reacted again. Microsoft shorts are definitely open at this point. Hood, I wouldn't actually mind a lower low on Hood. Would not mind that. See what Visa does. It's target highs. It's not great risk reward at all, but 1.3 is not bad. This we would need quite a push back up. TSM's retracing, but did TSM break the high? No. Keeping up with the Adobe Figma acquisition field. I have not, no. And that is why I didn't want to short NVIDIA. IWM broke lows. Retrace right there. You have any news today? Look, 10:30 a little bit, but nothing major. There's some demand there. I want to see if that's going to keep ripping or not. Don't know what that would look like. Have jeez. Curious where this goes. That would be something like that. That would work. Yeah, wow. What a reaction. Very solid reaction. Absolutely beautiful. Barely broke highs on TSM. Barely. Demand marked out right below previous lows on IWM, which kept me out. Yeah, this right here. That'd be more of a target just because we didn't hit it. Very choppy market today. Holy. See if that goes down and hits target. Oracle's kind of just between two pillars there. I don't love that. Tesla coming back down. It's a very wide stop for Tesla though. Pretty hard rejection off an area where we definitely have some supply as well. That's a tough one. It's very similar to IWM, kind of flip though. We're not going to short NVIDIA, obviously. Don't really have anything to push up on. Coin making its way back up. Yeah, I think there are definitely some solid setups here. Market's just really choppy right now. Very choppy. Maybe IWM doesn't want to push down. We'll see. We will see. really would like Microsoft Shorts just because it's really the only thing right now that doesn't have some sort of supply or demand in the way. So I like that a lot more than a lot of other things here. But there's definitely a ton of opportunities today. Just about picking out the right ones. Hood probably won't set up for another 20-30 minutes, if anything, if we actually get what we're looking for. We just got a really good reaction off that retrace. Really good reaction. That one should. Wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. That's a very good move. All these other things I'm just not too into. Like Amazon, I'm not really into that. Really choppy. Google's just not even loading. TSM would be really tough to find an entry on. AVGO didn't really do what we wanted. Coin didn't quite make it to supply. Yeah, I really like that Visa structure. That'll probably be one I'll regret not taking. Still think AMD could be good. Don't love this. Demand's not till down there. Actually, not as good of risk reward as I thought it'd be. I guess you could target down here. Get it better. I think you want to see a little better reaction for AMD there. Yeah, IWM starting to go back up. Microsoft retrace is still there. Watch out for that. Tesla just did not want to retrace today, it looks like. There's nothing really here on Goog. I guess you could have, at open, got in on the retrace, but a little worried about a push up to this high and kind of stop hunting. That looks like it would have been good though. Enjoy your day, Ernie. Enjoy, man. Ruler tool. Just no, not exactly. It's something that we teach using that tool in the mentorship. Yeah, AMD definitely needed a much better reaction there than what it gave you. Had to see it break those highs. Needed that. Does not look like we'll get it. Does not look like we will get it. Oops. All right. Well, I mean, I'll keep an eye on AMD. If it breaks highs, I'd be interested in it. If it kind of just does what it's doing, obviously I don't really care about it. Just like setup wise, I mean, there's nothing here. That demand reaction you want to see more. Microsoft on the retrace, I think could be good. Hood, if we break highs, could be good. Tesla, I still think Tesla could be good. It would be a tempting one if we got back down there. IWM's still in a little bit of a weird spot. Little bit of a weird spot. Visa dropped pretty heavy. Looks like everything's kind of moving down. Not the best sign, but we'll keep an eye on things. We'll see what pops up, what doesn't. Could be another day of just not getting necessarily getting the retraces we need, which would be a little unfortunate. Not even really the breaks on some of these things. But we'll go from there. We'll see what we get. Might be nothing, might be something. Man, Visa just out of the sky. But yeah. I will see most of you on Friday. And then the rest of you guys will see you next Wednesday. So enjoy the day, guys. Trade safe. And I will talk to you soon. Appreciate you.